It has been more than 3 months since Russia invaded Ukraine. KPRC2 is the only local station to travel to Eastern Europe to cover the humanitarian crisis there. Our Zach Lajway spent several days on the ground in Poland documenting the efforts of volunteers with the group Texas Baptist Men. He's joining us live in the newsroom this morning to talk about their needs today. Zach, good morning.
Good morning, Lisa. This is something we've talked about time after time. As we expected, the needs today are different from what they were when we were there and will likely be different in a few months.
TBM and our volunteers.
Via Zoom, halfway across the world from a war. Rand Jenkins, Director of Ministry Advancement with Texas Baptist Men, brings me up to speed on the organization's work in Poland. Volunteers with TBM arrived in Poland on March 2nd, days after Russia invaded Ukraine, to help refugees fleeing that country.
The first thing we went over to do was outfit churches as relief centers. So it's building things, it's creating beds and buying equipment for those churches, like cooking equipment, heating equipment, things like that. So all that has been done.
Has any of the work pivoted to new efforts?
We are currently in a pivoting stage. It's coming from the initial response to what's the long-term plans for this. And so we have some teams heading back over to renovate, taking facilities and updating them for long-term people to stay in. So apartment type styles and things like that. Where we're looking at now is it's further in Western Poland, where we're getting people away from the border and they're starting their lives over in these new places.
Rand says most of the churches they initially converted into shelters are back to hosting Sunday service in their chapels. But there's still a lot of work to be done.
Current needs that we're seeing and hearing about over there are medical personnel to be able to come in and stay for a week or two. And some of those are in Poland and some of those are in Ukraine. So it's a significant commitment from anybody that has medical training.
The other need is continued financial assistance. To get involved, we have a link to their site inside this story on clicktohouston.com. To date, TBM says it has delivered more than 300 tons of materials, including food and clothing. And Lisa, Rand says more than 100,000 people have directly benefited from these donations that come right here from Texas.
It's great to see that they're getting that help. We hope it continues. Zach, thank you.